The XFX Radeon RX 7900 XT 20GB is still a powerful graphics card, but it's no longer an automatic recommendation. It delivers strong 1440p ultra performance, solid 4K raster gaming, and comes with a generous 20GB VRAM buffer, which is still a big advantage in modern titles. However, if ray tracing is a major priority, or if the price gets too close to faster GPUs, the decision becomes less straightforward. So instead of just looking at specs, it's more important to understand where this card actually stands today and whether it still makes sense based on current pricing. On paper, the RX 7900 XT is clearly built for high-end gaming. It packs 84 compute units, 20 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory, a 320-bit memory bus, and up to 800 gigabytes per second of bandwidth, with around 300 watts of power draw and a recommended 750W power supply. This is a card that needs proper cooling and airflow, but it's designed to handle demanding 1440p and 4K workloads without issues. The standout feature here is still the 20 gigabytes VRAM, which gives it more headroom than many competitors in this range. But real-world performance is where things get more interesting. In raster performance, the RX 7900 XT is still fast, averaging around the low 90s FPS at 1440p Ultra and mid-50s at 4K Ultra. That puts it very close to cards like the RTX 4070 Super, while sitting behind the RX 7900 XTX and newer GPUs like the RX 970 XT. So while it's definitely not slow, it's also no longer the clear performance leader in this category. Ray tracing is another factor to consider. This is where the RX 7900 XT struggles to compete. NVIDIA GPUs in this range still deliver better ray tracing performance and overall experience. So this card makes more sense if the focus is on traditional raster gaming and high VRAM capacity, rather than heavy ray trace workloads. Pricing is really what defines a value here. When the RX 7900 XT sits in the low $700 range, it can still be a strong option, especially if the jump to higher-end cards like the RX 7900 XTX or RTX 4070 Super is significantly more expensive. But if it gets too close to newer and faster options like the RX 970 XT, then it becomes harder to justify. In that situation, paying a little more for better performance might make more sense. Looking at the specific XFX version, the focus is more on cooling and build quality rather than major performance gains. It's a large triple fan card with a 2.7 slot design, measuring over 34 centimeters. Showcase compatibility is something to keep in mind. It uses dual 8-pin power connectors and comes with slightly higher factory clock speeds compared to reference models. But like most custom GPUs, the real difference is in thermals, noise levels, and sustained performance, not a huge jump in FPS. So the overall verdict is pretty simple. The RX 7900 XT still makes sense if it's priced clearly below the next performance tier while offering strong raster performance and that 20 gigabytes VRAM advantage. But if pricing creeps too high or ray tracing is important, there are better options available. At this point, it's not about whether the card is good, it's about whether it's priced well enough to be worth buying.